This is an exercise I want you to do. It's not something found in the Bible. By the way, you can't find everything that's practical in the Bible. That's not what that book is for. But okay, what I'm teaching here is in line with Christ, okay? If you have another exercise that's similar to this, or that's just as effective or even more effective, you're welcome to do it. What I want you to do is pick up a note from your bank with your bank account written on it, with your how to say it in English, with the amount of currency written on it. It can be the note of last month, just a recent note, not older than 2 months. Put it in your hand, and do the following. Speak abundance on that account. Do it. And if you have a letter of a debt collector or letter of that threatens you, pick them up, throw them on the floor, smite them to the floor, step on them, and decree. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No charge against me succeeds. Every charge against me backfires onto their senders. Do it. Why am I teaching you to do this? It's because one thing you need to understand about finances. You live in the modern day world. You don't live in a time of Roman Empire, even though they did this back then also, but now they do it all the time. The financial world today is run by financial wizards. You can call them the Rothschild dynasty, even though it's not only the Rothschilds are involved in this, but anyway, the financial world is run by financial wizards. So that means that the money that you use is fake. Okay? By the way, money isn't even a real thing to begin with. You have currency, those are coins and bills that you use to exchange goods and services. And a currency is only money when you use it. So money is the practical use of a currency. That's it. But it has to be a real currency there for there to be money. You get what I'm saying? But so money is only currency in practice. If you have Japanese yen and you're in South Africa, it's just currency, but it's not money, but it's because you can't use it there. Now, if you exchange them for South African currency and you use South African currency in a store, now then it's money. So the ability to purchase with currency, that's money, okay? But what I've said before is that most money in the present day are fake. You know why they're fake? Because there is no currency there. What happens is they just write numbers on a screen in a computer, and they transfer this from one computer to another, one server to another, and that's it. When you get paid on your bank account by your boss, that's what happens. He picks numbers written on some computer screen, and he transfers it onto another server. And on that server, it's transferred to your account. And then you can use it in a store to purchase things or to. So it's virtual, it's not real. So how do they get that? How do they get those numbers? They're made up. That's how simple it is, they're made up. There are no real coins being transferred from one place to another, and there is no gold, no silver, nothing being transported. It's just imagined numbers that are written on a screen or on a piece of paper. That's it. So it's wizardry. Now, why is it wizardry? Because those financial wizards, they imagine these numbers, and they give energy to these numbers through blood sacrifices. And these blood sacrifices are then symbolically displayed on the currency. That's why much of the currency has diabolical symbols in it that refer to Apollo. And in the euro bills, when you put it up, you can see Apollo directly in it. They are very open about it. In American currency, they put the pyramid and they kind of distract you. In Europe, they show clearly in whom they trust. I know it, and I've shown it before on YouTube. Look, so the finance of today are for the most part black magic. That's it. So how do you deal with it? You still need finance to operate in the here and now. They, the financial wizards, when they come with money, they power it paranormally through blood sacrifices. So by really killing people. That's why the banks and the governments that use their wizardry need to kill, steal, and destroy. That's why they need to invade other countries and harm people in the name of democracy. Now you get what's going on. That's why they need to come with local policies that are destructive to the community, because that's what the financial wizardry needs, a negative energy. Now what do? Just like they imagine numbers and give them power, you can do the same thing. But you may say, well, Rashid, you can't really do this. Hold on a minute. Look at me. You can't really do this because you're not a financial wizard. And if you do that, you're copying them. No. When you write numbers on a piece of paper and visually you imagine value onto it, you can do that. There's nothing occult about it. But now you have the power of the Holy Spirit. And now you command that value to materialize. I'm telling you, do it. Think about it. When a debt collector comes to you and demands you to pay, they put the numbers on a piece of paper, they highlight them by making them bold often, and they highlight the threat. You pay within 2 days or else. That's a threat. And once you read that and you agree with it, you're now in an anxious state. And it's this anxious state they want you in. Because that money is not valuable at all. It's energized with negative energy. So that's why they need to put you in an anxious state. Because that anxious state also powers them. So what do? Energetically, in line with Christ, so you decree value on your bank account. And you begin with that. After a while, you don't do that anymore. You begin to decree value in all your life circumstances. Okay? But if you want, begin with your bank account, because that's where a lot of people are hurt. And after a while, you do that in everything in your life. Okay? Because the bank rules of this world, they're obsessed with numbers. They're into Greek magic, not you. You have to deal with those numbers. You're forced to. But you're not going to be a victim because you have to deal with their black magic. Use the righteous energy that you have because you're in the Holy Spirit to counter it. Now, I'm not going to say that immediately you will see a big sum of money on your bank account. That's not what I'm talking about, but you will see that abundance will materialize to you. It will. This is not New Age. This is just practical spirituality. Okay? Do this every day. Be at peace.